So in the last 6 to 9 months, I've had a lot of people commenting saying, let's see what you've got in your Lego portfolio. Let's see what you're investing in specifically. Today is that day. We're going behind the door. Let's go. So a lot to see here. So I'm going to start this in sections. I'm going to start off with gift with purchases, show you what I've got there, as well as some unique items. I'm going to show you a little bit of my backlog, and then I'm going to kind of walk you around here, and I'm going to show you all my Lego investing sets. Some are going to be from before 2018, just a few, and then a lot from 2019, 2020, all the way to the present. So we're just going to jump right into this, and I'm going to kind of show you some unique things along the way. So before we get into all the gift with purchases, I want to show you what I've got as far as Lego books. So I've got the character encyclopedia. You can see you get the exclusive Darth Maul character there, so that's pretty cool. This was actually my very first Lego book that I purchased on Amazon. I've got the Lego book. It's got an exclusive Lego book in there, 1958 to 2018. And then I've got the Lego minifigure book, A Visual History, the new edition, which gives you the exclusive Spaceman. So 3 books, all really cool. I try to pick up a lot of the new Lego books when they come out. Now kind of shifting into gift with purchases. So I get a lot of duplicates around the Christmas holidays because I do a lot of my investment purchasing around the holiday season. But quite a few of these Charles Dickens sets. It's pretty deep. I think that's 2 or 3 deep. I've already sold a lot of those as well. I've got a lot of the Amelia Earhart tribute sets. A couple fleece blankets from this past year. I've got quite a few of the ice skating rinks, and then you can also see the Christmas diorama with the reindeer there. A couple newer ones. I've got the Mandalorian keychain. I've got the Lego Friends mug. I've got all the different Lego coins. Over here you can see a few different things. I've got the camera. I've got the red brick. That was from 2019, I believe. I've got the Aqua brick, I think it is. And then I've got the infamous Holy Grail Ulysses Space Probe, I think is what it's called. I've got a couple Lego ideas, old vehicles, vintage taxi back there. I've got the shoe, New Year of the Tiger. I'm kind of like a lot of you. I get FOMO if I miss out on any of the gift with purchases. Lars Family Homestead Kitchen. Got a couple of the Monster Book of Monsters there. Lego Ideas Sailboat Adventure back there. Definitely had to have one of the Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, exclusive with the purchase of the AT-AT last year. These, I'm not sure what year they're from. They're Nexo Knight sets. I actually got them in a haul a couple years ago. Got 2 of them. Haven't really been able to sell them. Wasn't overly really familiar with the Nexo Knights theme, but have a couple of those. Now the infamous backlog. Everyone's got their crazy backlog that they're working through. I'm no different. Got the Sesame Street, got the new Sonic Hedgehog set there, got the Birds of Paradise, the new Home Alone set, which I'm very excited to build, Volkswagen T2 camper van, the new Vespa, Blacksmith, some Star Wars, the New Horizon tall neck, and then I've got the Lego Architecture White House back there, and a few different other things. So, all really good sets. It's hard to work through all this stuff, but slowly but surely, I'm getting my way through it, just like everyone else. All right, so first we're gonna jump into all the sets that I purchased in 2019 as investments. If you look right over on this side here, we've got a couple of the old 10257 carousels. Really beautiful set. Got 2 of those. And a lot of these, you know, I might end up building and keeping in my personal collection. Some of them will be for investments. But you can see I've got a couple of these city docks, which are really nice. That's a beautiful set from Ninjago. Got 1 Voltron left. I had 2, sold the other one. But that's a really nice set there. Got a Hulkbuster. Actually ended up building one of those. So I've got 1 left for resale. I've got the Palace Cinema. Now this is not from 2019, obviously, but this is one that I will build and add to my modular collection. So that's what I've got there. And then I've got a Rex's Rexplorer on the side here. And I've got a US Capitol building, which I think retired in 2019 as well. On the shelf right below that, we've got two of the Parisian restaurants. We've got a couple Great Walls of China back here. We've got three of the Ship in the Bottles right there. One of them is from the first round, and two of them are from the re-release. We've got a couple Trons up there. We've got another Great Wall of China, and then we've got the Lego Ideas storytelling book, or something along those lines is what that's called. Over here we have some Technic. We've got the Volvo Concept Wheel Loader, also retired in 2019. Very nice set. And then moving down, I built one of the Y Wings already, but I have a UCS Y Wing. This set is doing really well as far as investment. So that's a great set. And then this one here, I believe also retired in 2019. That is set number 75187, and that is BB-8. So that basically wraps up 2019, I think is all I've got there. So moving into 2020, I've got quite a few of the Flintstones sets. This was actually the very first build that got me back into Lego. So love the Flintstone set. I think I've got 4 of those back there. This is the Droid Commander. Purchased 3 of those in 2020. I think those will do really well. I haven't checked on them in a while. And then I've got one of the Winter Village fire stations. That's just a really beautiful Christmas set. So I had to grab one of those. I'll probably end up building that. Down on the lower shelf here, we've got 5 of the Shanghais, a bunch of the Las Vegas architecture sets. That's a really nice set as well. And then back here is all the 2020 Comic-Con. The beginning year of COVID that shut everything down, and Comic-Con couldn't sell the set, so they put them online. I've built one Bespin Duel. I've got another one there. I've got the Nebulon B Frigate. 3 of those. That was the max that you could purchase. Got a bunch of the Wonder Woman sets back there. This one I don't think has done very well. It's been available on Walmart for a long time. It still might even be available, but I kept seeing it, so I kept buying more. I've got the Black Widows back here from Comic-Con. And then I've got 2 of the exclusive Comic-Con Super Mario sets. This was a cool set. I'm not really into the Super Mario theme that much, but as an investment, I figured it would be good because, again, it was exclusive to Super Mario. It's a special limited edition, and it's an expansion set. Moving down to the lower level, I've got some Avengers here. I've got the Avengers Quinn Jet. This wasn't a great purchase on my part. I don't think this one's going to do overly well as far as an investment, and neither is this next one. This is the Watchpoint Gibraltar. I figured because it had the space shuttle and rocket side of things that maybe it would do well. I haven't checked it in a while, but I really don't think this is going to be a great purchase on investments. Few of the Mickey Mouses, that's a great set. And then 4 of the Volkswagen Beetles. That is also a really nice set. So both of those I think will do pretty well, so I'm happy about those. Just to make a quick stop here, these 2 sets and these 2 boxes are actually from 2019, retired as well. They're so big I couldn't get them on the shelves, but these are 2 of the Welcome to Apocalypseburgs. They're just really beautiful sets, huge, 3,178 pieces. Got some really cool minifigures in there. So I had to pick up a couple of those. I'll probably end up building one for the collection and then one for resale. Before we get into the rest of the sets in 2020 and 2021, we still have a lot to see. Do me a favor though, throw a like on the video if you're enjoying it. It really helps out the channel. All right, so continuing on with 2020, right over here, you'll recognize this one. That is the Slave One 20th Anniversary Edition. I actually have 10 of those. All of these are Slave Ones. That set has done really well, and I knew that it would. It's got some great minifigures in there, plus again it's an anniversary set, so it's got some uniqueness to it. So that one I got some of them at regular cost. I ran into a really good deal for like $80 at Target. in 2020 when it was around Christmas time, so I got some really good deals on those. Those ones have just skyrocketed in price. I've got 2 of the downtown diners. I actually built one of those recently, so I did have 3. I've got 4 of the Vestas wind turbines. Really nice set as well. I think that will end up doing well. And then this is the only hidden side set that I have in my collection. It's the Paranormal Intercept Bus 3000. I haven't checked to see how well it's been doing, but I don't think it'll do that well. It was, again, a while back. I was still trying to figure out the Lego investing side of things, so I picked one up. Down here, we've got a couple of the T1 camper vans. 3 of those. That was the max out limit on Lego. And then I really like to pick up a lot of the seasonal sets. We've got the Lion Dance right there. A couple of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We've got the Chinese New Year Temple Fair. That's a really nice set. I think it was going for $120 when it was selling. And keep in mind, I try to get a deal on all the sets that I'm purchasing, so I'm not paying full retail price most of the time. I had to pick up a couple of the Lego wooden minifigures, and then I picked up the max limit from Lego when they were running the discount on the Tantive 4. Got 3 of those. I don't do a lot of investing in Lego Friends, but the Heartlake City Amusement Park, I think they were running a 40% off on this on Amazon. It has the roller coaster element, which I think is going to end up doing well. So this one, I decided to go ahead and purchase 2 of just because the discount was so heavy, plus it's such a cool set. And I've got a couple of these. Probably wasn't the best purchase in the world. I'll probably end up selling those and trying to get rid of them as soon as I can. Down here, I've got 4 of the Lego Advent Calendars from 2020. These ones had the exclusive Darth Vader minifigure. I had 9 of them because I thought they were going to really do well. For a little period of time, they jumped up in price significantly because of that character. But then they kind of tapered off, and I really didn't make a ton of money on them. I just sold off 5 of them. I'm going to keep 4 to see if that changes, but I don't think it will. Over here, I've got 3 of the Beatles art. I should have purchased 4 so that I would have had 1 for each of the 4 characters. I didn't. I just purchased 3. That was a mistake on my part. Moving over to the next shelf, I've got 4 of these Lego Technic transporters. Really nice set. I think that one's going to do well. I've got 2 of these. I actually purchased them on Zavi. They're the 4x4 Extreme Off-Roaders. This was probably a bad purchase. They were running such a low discount. I think it was 30 or 40% off on that as well. I decided to go ahead and take a flyer on buying 2 of those, but I don't think they're going to really do that well. My Harry Potter from 2020, I've got the Hogwarts Great Hall. This set I think will do really well. I purchased 4 of those. Next, we've got Hogwarts Whomping Willow. 2 of those. It was heavy discount on Amazon again. The Hogwarts Moments. I didn't purchase a lot of them. I just purchased 1 of each of the 4 that we're going to be retiring. I think it'll be eventually a good sale just to sell all 4 of them as a set. So I wanted to do that. And then Kohl's was just running a heck of a discount on the Hagrid's Hut Buckbeak's Rescue. So I purchased 3 of those. I think I'll at least make my money back, if not double it. So I purchased a few of those. Typically, again, wouldn't probably invest a lot in that. As you know, I like to stay with the Star Wars UCS sets. So I purchased 3 of the A-Wings. This set, again, I think will do well in the aftermarket. So that is a good purchase, I feel like. The TIE Fighter, I've got 3 of those stacked back. We know how well that one's done, so definitely hanging on to those. Purchased a couple of the Stormtroopers, I think 3 of those back as well. I've got several of the Kylo Ren spaceships there. And then a couple smaller sets. These are actually the Mandalorian battle packs. I typically don't get a lot into that stuff, but just because the Mandalorian was so popular and you get 4 unique minifigures in that, I figured it would be a good purchase just to have a few of those. And I think Amazon was running a discount on those as well. 4 of the London buses, you can see that set. 2 of the 1989 Batmobiles, that just retired this past year. 2 of the Gingerbread Houses. This one was hard to get your hands on, but I finally found a couple of them. I would have probably purchased a couple more if I could have. I typically don't invest in Jurassic World, but some of you saw the video I did a while back where this actually had a really good discount at Walmart. It was still on the shelf after retirement. So I did pick this up, and it's actually going for quite a bit on eBay, which is cool. Right next to that, a couple of the Crocodile locomotives. This is also a really cool set. Trains always seem to do well with investing. So a couple of those. A couple of the LEGO Ideas fossil sets. Really like this set. I actually have one in my personal collection. There's another one back there if you can see it. And then this set, not a good purchase. Everyone thought it was going to retire because of the controversy around Cara Dune and the actual actor herself. Thought the minifigure was going to do really great. It was exclusive to this set, I believe. ATST Raider. And it ended up staying on shelves for a long time. I think it's retired now, but I purchased 5 of them. Hasn't really done much on the aftermarket that I know of, so not a good call on my part on that. All right, sticking with 2021 and moving over to these shelves, we've got a couple of the roller coasters up there. They just released a new roller coaster, which I'm very excited about. 3 of the Stranger Things houses that they retired this past year. I've got 3 of the assembly squares up here, which is actually not retired yet. I purchased those early because I thought they were going to retire and they didn't, so I'm still not happy about that, but I've got them for when they do retire. A couple of the Empire State Buildings back there, 3 of those. Back here I actually have a set from 2018. This is the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. I'm probably going to end up building it. It's just a really nice set, but that is actually from 2018 retired. My 2 Speed Champions that I have in my investment portfolio, and then the rest on this shelf is all architecture. We've got Trafalgar Square. We've got Dubai. And we've got San Francisco. And another one from 2018, the Arc de Triomphe, or Arc de Triomphe. Probably going to end up building this as well. Moving down, got 3 of the James Bond Aston Martins. 2 of the Creator Harley Davidsons. 2 of the Avengers Helicarrier. And this was another one I purchased after retirement in Walmart at a steep discount. Lastly, on the Avengers, 3 of the Avengers Tower Battle. Really like this build. Just looks really good. Hopefully they're going to come out with a really big Avengers Tower here soon for all of us. But that's a really nice set. Moving on down, more of the seasonal sets. This is one of my favorite seasonal sets. You probably already know, the Lego Spring Lantern. I just think this set looks amazing. It's a really beautiful set. I did a video on this a while back. Go check it out if you haven't yet. A couple of the special edition Fiat 500s that you could buy on Zavi. I purchased 2 of those, and I have the regular Lego version in my own collection. And then I don't buy a lot of brickheads for investments, but I really like the Frankenstein character. I'm hoping they're going to come out with more Universal monsters, so maybe I can add some more to that and make it a set when selling it. Down here, most of these aren't retired, I don't believe. So we've got Yoda over here. We've got Baby Yoda right next to that, which I'm going to build. So several of these I'm going to build here. Right next to that, we've got the Dio. The newest AT-AT Walker that just came out, not the UCS one. And then I got 6 of the Lego Mandalorian Star Wars brickheads. This one I do think will do really well, and I purchased them at a steep discount on Amazon. And then 3 of the Siths. I wanted to buy 3 of them so that if someone wanted to, they could build one of the individual art pieces, or they could buy them as a set of 3 and build that large Ultimate Darth Vader art piece. All right, and then this shelf here are sets that haven't retired yet. Some of them I purchased early because I thought they were going to retire. Some of them I just purchased because I'm going to build them. But up here you can see I have one of the Lego houses. I actually built one of those already. I wanted a second one in my collection for resale. This is a beautiful set. I love the colors on it. And then you probably already seen my video, but that is all the Bricklink 5 from round 1 sets that I have. I have all 5 of them up there. So that's what those are. I've got 4 of the initial Lego Friends set that was released for Lego Ideas. So 4 of those, I think that will do well. Got the latest Ghostbuster car, which I will build. The Lego Creator Porsche, which I will build. And then the Lego Ninjago employee gift, the Temple of Celebrations. Really nice set. I'm not going to open this yet, but it probably is going to stay in my collection. Got 1 PlayStation and 1 Xbox of the Luke Skywalker's the Milkman minifigure. So I've got several of those in my collection. One of them I'll probably end up using. We do PlayStation and Xbox, so I'm still not sure which one I'm going to use yet there. 3 of the NASA Apollo 11 lunar landers. Really nice set. I think that one will do well. Target was running a heck of a deal on this set. 76393 on the 2 characters there. So I had to pick up 2 of those even though they weren't due to retire yet, but I think it was like 40 or 50% off on those. I've got 2 of the Hogwarts Express. I think these were already supposed to retire several times but haven't yet. But it's a train, and again, Lego trains always seem to do well, so I picked up a couple of those. And then this was a really popular set, the Christmas Wreath. I'm not sure if this is still available or not, but I think this will do well in the long run as well. So I actually have 4 of those. I don't know if you can see that back there. Down here, a couple of the Lego Porsches, the Technic ones. That's a really nice set. I think that will do well. 2 of the Technic Bugattis. I'll build one of those. This isn't retired yet, but I'm going to try to pick up a couple more of those. 3 of the Lego Statue of Liberties. I thought this was going to retire last couple years. It hasn't yet. And then a couple of the Lego Architecture Londons and a couple of the New York City Skylines. All of which I think will do well when they do retire. And then just a little brickhead here. This is the Statue of Liberty. Moving on to the end here, these are all the sets that I can't really fit on shelves and I want to keep boxed up to keep them in good condition. The first one here, I don't know if you can tell what set that is. Drop a comment if you know what set this is, but there's a little hint. 70620, this is one of the Ninjago cities. It's running for about $900 I think at this point. It's one of my all-time favorite sets. If you haven't built one, if you have the money, try to pick one of those up. Next, I actually purchased this from a private seller. This is set number 10253. It's a little hard to take out of here, but this is actually Big Ben. I'll throw a picture up in the corner for this one. Over here, we've got the Lego Disney Castle, the big one. I'm definitely going to be building that and adding it to the collection. We've got 75159 here, and this is the large Lego Death Star. A lot of minifigures on this one. This next one is going to be a Lego's Corner Garage. Got a couple of those, I think. I did buy 2 of the Bowser's Castle Boss Battle. It's a really cool set. If anything does well in the Super Mario series, I think this will, because it's iconic location. It's a bigger set. It's got Bowser, which is a popular character, so I think this one will do well. I got 2 of those. Next up, we have the big Libre Excavator. I just bought one of these, 42100. It's so expensive, I wasn't really sure if it would do well, but I went ahead and picked up just one just in case. I'm not going to build it for my own collection. And then these next 3 boxes, this is on my list to build. The Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. Probably one of my all-time favorite sets. I have yet to build it, but I'm very excited to do so. Right in front here, this is also going to be a build, but I've got the Ninjago City Gardens. Again, I liked the first one so much that I have to have the second one in my collection as well. Another really big set, the AT-ST. This is the Ultimate Collector Series version. Haven't built it yet, but it's on my list. And then This one. Just picked it up actually, the Titanic. This is actually going to be a video coming in the next couple months that I'm very excited about. I'm going to be building this whole set. Keep an eye out for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you know when that video comes out. And then up here I've got one of the first edition, the NASA Apollo Saturn V rockets, 21309. I built one of these and I had a second one that Amazon ran on discount, so put that in the Lego investing portfolio. And then this is the last of it. So right here on the side, this is going to be a build at some point. I've got the Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition Hedwig set. I've got the new Batman tumbler. I was really upset to miss the first one, but glad they came out with the second one. You can see that, just an epic set. Two of the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Both of these are for investment because I did purchase and build this set quite a while back. Three of the Andy Warhols. I should have picked up a fourth like I did with the Beatles. And then three of the Iron Man. Again, wanted to have one for each of the small builds, but then be able to build that large Iron Man ultimate build if someone wants to and sell it that way. Two of the Lego Ideas trees at this point, which I don't think are retired yet if I'm not mistaken. Another one of the corner garages here. And then I should have picked up more of these. This is the Disney train and station. I'm probably going to end up building this one, but I should have bought a couple more of those for investment because I think those are going to do really well. It kind of slipped past me and retired before I could get to it, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Got to take a little bit of a breath there. That is everything. So you can see, that's what I put my money into. There's some winners in there. There's some losers in there. Some sets I purchased before retirement, thinking that they were going to retire. So not everything is just making money all the time. I'm always trying to learn and trying to figure things out better, but obviously it's going to be a learning curve along the whole way. The main thing for me, and I think should be for you as well, though, that you enjoy it. You're building sets along the way, enjoying the hobby, building a collection, and then selling some sets and making some money along the way as well. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite set was that you saw here today, and I will see you next time for another video. Later.